Hi everybody, it's Meg with the Rescue Garden. Let's talk about guinea pig emotions and communication. We have a new girl here. This is the lady. And there's baby Daphne, who just came to us a few days ago as well. So the lady came from a rather difficult situation. She was rescued by someone who took amazing care of her for the past few weeks, took her to the vet, got her some care she needed, and then reached out to try to find her home or rescue. And although we are closed for intakes, I just felt compelled to take this girl. I do have some backup plans for her, so there are several plans in the works for her. But I don't think she's ever had a friend. We're not sure about that. I don't think she did though. So we started her with Casa Mavis, who is the little girl here, the fluffy girl. And the lady was so depressed. Despite all of the wonderful care she received in her rescue home, you could see she was just confused and alone. And so when she came here, she just didn't want to do anything. She does have a cataract in one eye, so her vision is reduced. She's an older lady, and we don't know how long she was in the situation she was in. So it's all very confusing. But I put Mavis here in the window. I let her decompress for a little while when we first got home. She wasn't really interested in eating or anything. And then I brought Mavis over, and there was some conversation. And yes, animals do converse. They obviously communicate. They have to in order to survive, right? So, I mean, it just makes sense. People think, oh, they don't talk to each other. Well, of course they do. They may not speak the same language, but of course they talk to each other. And there are various forms of communication between animals. And while we may not be able to hear the sounds they make, there are sounds outside of our hearing range that they're making. And also, I really believe that there is some sort of telepathic communication. Now, let's not get, oh, telepathic, she's one of those weirdos. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the truest sense of the word, what the word actually means. There is some communication, and I think it is a communication skill that humans may have once had as well until life got more complicated and we've forgotten a lot of things, including our connection to nature and animals. But that's a whole other topic. Anyway, there was definitely communication between Mavis and the lady. And then suddenly the lady began to liven up. We brought some snacks over. They had some snacks. And after a few minutes of doing so well, I brought Felicity in. And that went very well. So a few minutes later, I brought little Daphne in. And it is just going beautifully. She is a whole different piggy right now. She's very excited. She finally took a cookie from my hand. She's eating. She's not trying to hide. And I'm just really excited by this. It is so amazing to see the emotions and to see the communication, to feel it too, because I'm an empath. And whether you believe in that kind of thing or not, I'm an empath. And especially with regards to animals and nature. And I could just feel her sadness and her confusion. And I mean, the happiness now is obvious. Can I pet you too? Can I pet you? A little bit, maybe? Oh, I can? Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. It's so nice. I'm just really excited right now, guys. But they do have emotions. Of course they do. There is a consciousness in animals that humans need to wake up and realize. And maybe if that happens, we can change the attitude of humans toward animals. And yes, now I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments about veganism and all of that. That's not what this is about. Well, I mean, it is, but this particular video is not about that. That's, again, a different topic that we can discuss, but not here. This is about your animal companions. I don't like to use the word pets. There's certain words that we avoid here. Pets is one of them. They are animal companions because pets indicates ownership, something that you can go and buy and own and control. And that's just wrong. These are living beings. They are companions. They are little spirits of excuse me, Daphne, of their own personalities, and believe it or not, sometimes they have different likes and dislikes. I have to remember who doesn't like what color peppers here when I feed them, and who needs to get something other than a carrot because they don't like carrots, or who doesn't like bananas. Don't feed them bananas. Of course, that's the thing, people, we need to realize. These are sentient, living, feeling beings. They are lives just like we are, just different form. And to say they're not is to say that there's a difference between a black person and a white person. All people, all creatures, all alive. We are all the same stuff, just maybe look different, maybe speak differently. It's something I'm very passionate about, because if we can change that attitude, if we can wake people up and make them realize, then there'll be a lot less suffering for animals and maybe for humans too. Maybe if people would just stop and think and get their heads out of their own caves, they would stop being mean to each other. I know this is kind of a crazy video. I'm in a crazy mood today, and you're getting the benefit of that. But they do feel, and she's so happy right now. I'm so excited I could cry. So we're going to try her in with the big herd in a few minutes. That will be 14 guinea pigs. She's already met 3 of them, so we'll see if that's just too much though. But oh, we're going to groom. That's a good sign. That means we're comfortable. Oh, very good, honey. Yeah, so we're going to try her in the big herd in a few minutes and hope for the best, and hopefully she doesn't get overwhelmed. And if she does, that's fine. I can bring her out and just give her a couple of friends to hang out with until we can acclimate her a little bit more. Don't want to rush things. Sometimes it takes longer, because you are dealing with feelings and you are dealing with past experience. You know, our past, how we were raised, the trauma or the happiness that we have experienced in our lives is part of who we are. It creates who we are. And some things we have to overcome, and some things just make us sad or happy or angry or grouchy or like certain things and not like other things. And so it's the same for animals too. So we have to get beyond her past. I think for them it's easier though, because with humans we have so many other complications in our lives. And with animals, they're just being. They're on a different level of being. And I'll tell you what, I think it's a better level of being, because they don't have complications. You think of guinea pigs like 3-year-old children. Everything is new and wonderful, and they're just getting to the age where they can experience things a little bit more and understand a little bit more, and they're very curious, and they're just wonderful creatures. They're just wonderful beings. I did not ever consider having guinea pigs until I rescued some, which started the rescue. And now I cannot imagine not having them. They're just the most wonderful companions. Just the sweetest creatures. All right. I'm going to end this video here. I know I've rambled on about 10,000 different things, and just, I'm very high energy right now. I'm so happy about this little girl, and I hope that we can make her happy, and we're going to do everything we can to provide the absolute best for her. I hope everybody has a lovely day and an even better tomorrow.